get into this week's video, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for 25 subscribers. It really does mean so much to us. So, like, thank you so much for watching our stuff and enjoying it and, like, liking and commenting and everything. Thank you guys so much, and we really do hope that you continue enjoying our content. So yeah, let's just jump right in.
Close to the sun.
Okay everyone, welcome to this week's video. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am to see these guys enjoy the noodles. I'm kind of jealous, but it's fine. Hopefully they enjoy it anyway, you know. Also, I don't remember if I said this in the last video, but I actually ended up turning the music down a little because I wasn't sure that you guys could hear me, like, properly. So yeah, hopefully it's better now. Anyway, okay.
Luthor smiled and looked on without waking Ash. Luthor lingered for a moment longer before gently shaking Ash's shoulder. Ash stirred and looked up at Luthor with eyes half open. After a moment, Ash's eyes opened wide. Ash said, "Brother, sorry I fell asleep." It's okay. It's okay. We didn't get any sleep last night because of me. Are you ready to head to Chow Mein Cow? Ash nodded and said, "I'm so ready. Should we teleport there?" I would love to teleport, but I don't have any teleport orbs with me. Ash's mouth dropped open. Luthor narrowed his eyes at Ash's surprised expression. Before Ash could speak, Luthor murmured, "I'm a master. I'm supposed to know how to teleport, aren't I?" Luthor looks dejected.
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, you can, like, relearn or something?
What am I going to do when I see the masters? What if we have to all teleport somewhere and they see me pulling out a teleport orb?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, this is getting more awkward by the minute. Yeah, okay. Being a master is great. Being thrown into a life where you're a great, like, prominent, like, figure in society or whatever, that's great and all. Except for the fact that you don't know how to do it. You don't know, like, the spells that are needed. Oh my... Good luck is all I can say.
Ash hugged Luthor. Ash said,
Aww.
"I'm worried for you, brother. But at the same time, I know if anyone can figure something out, it's you."
Yeah, Luthor, you're good at that.
Luthor took a deep breath. "Do you know what spells my future self knew?" Ash let Luthor go and said, "You could teleport multiple people that are near you and you had both Levitas and Gravitas Ultimus levels of light air, moving air and calcium rich and poor."
Oh wow.
Moving air? That must be an evolved form of my upstream spell. What? Moving air? That must be an evolved form of my upstream spell. What does it do? Ash said, "Oh, brother, moving air is so cool. You can control the wind." Ash's eyes got big. Ash said, "I've seen you lift a bunch of people that fell into a deep pit. And..." Ash inhaled and made whooshing wind sounds. Ash said, Ash inhaled and made whooshing wind sounds. Ash said, "And you can even make the wind go around you like a barrier."
Oh wow.
Luthor smiled. "Sounds useful." Ash's voice got excited as Ash said, "Yeah, all your spells are so awesome. One time, a mage who actually didn't know who you were tried to challenge you because I think he was drunk or something. You just used Levitas Ultimus, like air and dodge all his spells until he got tired and passed out. You beat him without even hitting or hurting him once.
Oh my word. That is power.
So my like air has longer duration." Ash said, "You can be an air form like forever. I've never seen you run out of time." Ash said, "And then there was the time when Crane Guild was attacked by an army of basilisks when you were visiting with Head Guild Master Crane. You crushed all of them at once with Gravitas Ultimus, Calcium Poor.
Oh my word.
Plus, you healed all the mages who had broken any bones fighting a basilisk with Calcium Rich.
Oh
Even
wow.
me, see, remembers that and thought you were really strong."
Oh, that is actually amazing power. I kind of hope you can relearn all those spells. Like, that actually sounds so cool.
Luthor looked down at his hands and squeezed them together. "My Gravitas spells no longer need physical contact." Ash nodded and said, "MMHMM, you can use your spells from a pretty far range."
Wow.
Luthor lowered his gaze. Ash paused and said, "I'm sorry, brother. I just have so many stories and I got too excited thinking about all the stuff you did." Ellipsis.
I mean, that's kind of fair. Like, it was really cool stuff, you know?
"It's fine. Thanks for telling me all that. It's fine. Thanks for telling me all that. I guess I forgot how to do a lot of cool things."
I mean, you can relearn them, though. That's the
Luthor
thing.
shook his head and took a deep breath. He stood up and offered his hand to Ash. "Let's walk." Ash looked at Luthor's hand and said, "Are you sure, brother? Do you need some space? It can't..." Ash looked at Luthor's hand and said, "Are you sure, brother? Do you need some space? It can't feel good to realize that you've forgotten spells too." Ash's stomach growled. Ash said, ugh, be quiet, stomach. Ash blushed as Luthor smiled. I still want to go to Chow Mein Cow. Besides, it'll be a big help to me to walk around this village with you here. Ash nodded and took Luthor's hand while saying, say no more. I'm ready. Luthor and Ash started walking down the street. Luthor and Ash started walking down the street. The width of the street is perfect for two people walking side by side.
Oh, wow.
Ash glanced over at Luthor as they walked. Luthor is looking around at the things that are passing by, his master's cloak flowing around him as he walked. Ash murmured, so cool, ellipsis. Luthor looked over at Ash. Did you say something, Ash? System message. Ash said you're cool. One of, say nothing. Two of two.
I'll say the first one.
Ash said you're cool.
I'm sorry, Ash. I'm sorry for kind of ratting you out, but you know.
Responded, Ash, did you say I'm cool?
You know, I think Luthor would appreciate it.
Ash gulped, eyes widening. Ash said,
no.
Your counterpart heard me. Huh?
Oh no. I'm sorry, Ash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you know, Luthor, you know, I think he'd appreciate it.
Luthor nodded. Ash blushed before saying, I said you are so cool.
I'm sorry, Ash. Oh my
Ash looked away and said, I feel so lucky to have you as a brother. You might not remember the past 16 years, but I know you're Luthor. Luthor paused. Thanks, Ash. Luthor took a deep breath of crisp morning air. Everything is so quaint. I almost feel like we're the only ones in this town. Descriptive. Everything is so quaint. I almost feel like we're the only ones in this town. Luthor and Ash turned a corner. The street they turned onto had a pattern of horizontal trellises connecting the houses from above, allowing different types of vines and flowers to hang from overhead.
Oh wow, that sounds fancy.
Ash sniffed the air and smiled at the flowers hanging from above. Ash said, those flowers are common in town because they help cover up the town's fishy scent. Descriptive help. Ash sniffed the air and smiled at the Ash said, Lyal is built next to a giant lake and we're surrounded by farmlands outside. We're known for our fresh-tasting fish, Nepic farms and our dragonberry fields. Descriptive help. Ash said, Lyal is built next to a giant lake. Ash said, it's really quiet now because everyone likes to fish and farm early in the morning. Then later on in the day, you're going to find the majority of people at the town market. Descriptive help. Ash said.
I mean, that sounds, you know, nice. I don't know. It sounds like a nice place, you know, kind of like calm.
Ash pointed in a direction and said, that's the general direction of the market. You should check it out whenever you have time. There is so much good street food. You have to try fried silver lord. What's that? Descriptive. What's that?
It sounds good, whatever it is.
Descriptive. Ash said, it's a rare fish. The silver lord is invisible during the day and only gives out a silver glow at night. It tastes so good fried. There's also the golden lord that is always invisible, but makes a sound during early morning. That one tastes pretty good raw with some dipping sauce.
Oh my gosh, this is making me so hungry.
Ash pointed in a direction. Ash's stomach growled loudly. Ash's stomach growled loudly. Luthor pushed aside a vine that had grown too long. Did my future self ever mention why I chose to live in Lyal? Ash said, I think you said you liked the air here.
Okay.
Luthor glanced sideways at Ash. Is air bad in other places now? Ash thought for a moment and blushed. Ash said, now that you mention it, it does seem kind of weird that was your reason. Decent air is everywhere.
Yeah. That does seem like a weird reason to pick somewhere to live.
Ash said, maybe you felt attached to the flower fields Riley planted outside. I can't see you not wanting to tell me something sentimental like that. Maybe. I just never saw myself wanting to stay put and live out my life in a small town like this.
Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really seem... I don't know.
Ash said, I actually kind of miss living here. I had a blast when I was living here with you and Riley.
I mean, you could always move back, you know, I guess.
You haven't asked me about my talk with Riley. Ash said, oh, I just didn't want to pressure you by being nosy with everything you have going on.
Oh, Ash is such a good sibling in this timeline, guys.
Luthor paused before smiling. Thanks, Ash. Ash said, but I'm always here to listen if you need me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Riley told me about her sister Annalise of Alder. It caught me by surprise. Ash said, ugh, I should have mentioned that, but it didn't cross my mind last night. Can you think of anything else big like that I should know about? Can you think of anything else big like that I should know about? I could really use your help, Ash. Ash blinked and thought for a moment. Ash said, I'm not sure if I mentioned Head Guildmaster Crane's name. He is a master of lightning and like your best friend from what I know, and his name is Oliver.
Well, that's helpful, I guess.
Luthor nodded. Okay, it's good to know the name of my best friend. Anything else? Ash's brows furrowed. Ash said, ellipsis, Oh no, my mind is blank. Ellipses. Ugh, I don't do well when I have to think fast about things.
I mean, fair. Don't think anyone really does. But I mean, yeah, that would be weird if he just went up to like his apparently best friend and be like, "Hey, Head Guildmaster Crane, how's life, Head Guildmaster Crane? Oh, that's so unfortunate, Head Guildmaster Crane. I hope it gets better for you. Goodbye, Head Guildmaster Crane." Yeah, that might just look a little weird. Anyway,
It's okay. Just tell me when you think of something. Ash said. No, wait, please. Just give me some time. Ellipsis. Lost in thought, Ash began rubbing the scar. Luthor looked at Ash rubbing the scar. Come on, Ash. I'm getting hungry. Just tell me whenever you think of anything. Ash looked down at the ground without moving. Ash. Ash swallowed hard and said, I hate Alvin. I hate him for what he's putting you through. I hate that he thinks he knows you.
Yeah, I understand that.
Ash said, and I hate how little I can help you and how my mind went blank on the one thing you asked for my help on. Ellipsis.
It's not your fault though, like this is a lot for you to take in as well. It's not just Luthor going through this, it's you as well. Like, obviously Luthor's going through this in like, personally, but like you're like right there. You're Luthor's sibling. You have to like put up with strain of telling him stuff, remembering stuff, making sure that he doesn't like, you know, he knows everything he needs to know. Like, it's a lot.
Luthor listened without saying anything. Ash sniffled and said, how could he say that you're going to destroy Valder? You're not a murderer. I know you're not.
Still confused on that one, and really hoping it, I don't know, that it won't happen or something. Like, maybe that's why like Luthor, that's why like, well, Chronos, I guess, in the like real timeline gave us these memories so we could change it to like where he doesn't destroy Valder.
Come on, Ash. Let's not talk about Alvin. I still feel so angry about everything. The two siblings started walking again. Luthor glanced over at Ash, whose head is cast downwards. Luthor looked ahead and spotted a furry wolf pup in front, napping outside of a house.
Aww.
Cute. Ash, look
Yeah.
at that wolf pup. Ash glanced up slightly. You know, Mom and Dad asked me if I wanted a wolf pup.
Really?
Ash looked up at Luthor and said, they did? Luthor nodded. But I decided not to get one after doing research. Wolf pups need lots of training, food and affection. I just didn't think I'd have the time. Ash sighed and said, I've always known you were our parents' favourite. Mom and Dad never asked me if I wanted a wolf pup. Luthor chuckled. I think Mom thought getting a pet for me would get me to go outside more. Ash looked at the wolf pup and said, pets aren't allowed at Crane Guild.
Aww.
Ash said, in some guilds, I heard they have pot-belly toads deliver people's pay. Wolf pups seem like they could be trained to do that. I would trade a good muffy cloak to see a wolf pup give me my pay.
Well, you do in the other timeline. Just saying, you know.
System message. Did you feel anything when you saw Ash rubbing the scar? Luthor. 1 of 5 response.
Awkward to ask.
Ash had a wolf pup named Morty in the alternate future. 2.
I could say that. I
Ash
could.
grew up in Lyal in my timeline. 3 of 5. Ash grew up in Lyal in my timeline.
Aw, I want to say that though. Like, I know the second one's like, nice, but like, I feel like the third one's actually a good thing
Pet
to
the
say.
wolf pup for me. Luthor. 4 of 5. Say nothing. Ash grew up in Lyal in my timeline.
I guess I'll say the thing about
Ash had a
Lyal,
wolf pup named. Ash grew up in Lyal in my timeline. Ash grew up in Lyal.
because, you know, it's an interesting piece of information.
Respond. Did we have good times living in Lyal? Ash. Ash nodded with a huge grin and said, we had the best times. Tell me about something you and I did together. Descriptive. Tell me about something you and I did together. Ash said, so, there's an old abandoned mine outside of Lyal.
That old abandoned mine where you went down as an 8-year-old in the other timeline and met Ignis? Is it that mine?
Ash said, I really wanted to explore it, but it was off limits because of all the cave-ins that happen. Ash
Yes,
said,
that mine.
you took me to the mines one day. It was so dark and creepy inside, but I felt so safe with you. Ash said, we got attacked by a mine spider,
Oh my
but you
word.
blew it away pretty quick. Ash said, I had so much fun with you that day. Did we go to the mines recently? Ash paused before saying, it was a while ago. Luthor glanced sideways at Ash, who looked a little bummed, but didn't say Luthor glanced sideways at Ash, who looked a little bummed, but didn't say anything more. Ash's mood seemed to improve. Luthor and Ash left the wolf pup and continued Ash's mood seemed to improve.
Is there
Luthor and Ash left the wolf pup and continued walking, with Ash leading the way. The two siblings continued walking for a short distance before Ash said, you're here.
Oh, yay.
Descriptive help, but the two siblings continued. Ash stood in front of a glass door. It was the only glass door on the street. A Chow Mein Cow logo was printed on the door in shiny metallic colours.
Wow, that sounds fancy.
Luther stared for a bit at a poster on the door that said, "Chance to meet the Master of Dark with every visit."
Huh.
Luther pulled the door open and he and Ash stepped inside. Descriptive. Luther pulled the door open and he and Ash stepped inside.
That's a great way to advertise with the whole chance to meet the Master of Dark.
The restaurant gave off an immediate casual vibe. The rectangular front dining area of the restaurant had colourful seats and tables lined up on both sides and a walkway down the middle towards the back dining area.
Oh, wow, this is fancy.
Descriptive.
I wonder how expensive it is to eat there. Like, considering that you can meet the master and stuff, and that it has the glass door and stuff.
Comic-style pictures of the cow and Chow Mein Cow's logo are printed on the walls. In one picture, the cow is shown flying across the wall with a kick and a speech bubble that said, "This spice has a mega kick."
Oh, wow.
Multicoloured glowstones hung from the ceiling and the different colours danced on the polished floor below. No one's here, not even staff. Ash chuckled and said, "This place will fill up fast once people take their break." Ash said, "And the staff will show up after we make our order. It's self-seating, so let's head to the back of the restaurant. We can see..." Ash said, "And the staff will show up after we make our order. It's self-seating, so let's head to the back of the restaurant. We can see the lake from there."
Oh, wow.
As Luthor and Ash walked towards the back of the restaurant, Luthor eyed the miniature standees on every table. As Luthor and Ash walked towards the back of the restaurant, Luthor eyed the miniature standees on every table. The standees are of a person wearing a cow mask. Hey, Ash, are those standees of the Master of Dark, Vlotto Sanguine? The Vlotto Sanguine who developed the ability for us to instant cast magic individually.
Oh, wow. He made that? That's cool.
Ash said, "Oh yeah? Master Sanguine started Chow Mein Cow. People come from all over to eat at different Chow Mein Cow locations just for a chance to see him." Luthor's eyes widened. Wow! The back of the restaurant had separate booth seats next to windows looking out on a large, glittering lake. The siblings sat down in a booth seat and Luthor peered out the window. A fisherman is using an orb container. Bubbles started floating out of the water filled with fish in them. The fisherman popped a bubble while holding a basket underneath it and the fish inside dropped into the basket.
Wow, that is such a handy fishing technique. Oh, wow.
Luthor looked back at the table. There is the standee of Master Sanguine and a figurine of a cow wearing an apron and holding a plate of noodles on the table.
Oh, wow.
Next to the figurine is a holder with menus. Luthor picked up the menu and browsed the options. There are 4 items listed on the menu: Mega Cake with a fire symbol next to it, Surface of the Sun with 4 fire symbols next to it, Arctic Freeze with an ice symbol next to it, and Billion Trillion Gate of Cow with a note that says "Please ask for availability."
Wow. Wow.
Luthor glanced up from the menu at Ash. None of these options sound edible.
Yeah, they really don't.
Ash laughed and said, "They're all good. Trust me." A Chow Mein Cow finally opened up at Crane Guild and the lines are unbelievable. C hates lines, but he still lines up for Chow Mein Cow.
Huh.
Luthor nodded.
That's saying something.
Ash said, "And if they have the special today, we need to get it."
The special?
Luthor read the name of the special again. Billion Trillion Gate of Cow.
That.
What's in the special?
Yeah. What's
Ash said, "It's 2 pounds of noodles and Chow Mein Cow's secret special sauce with 10 different kinds of vegetables and meat fresh that are grown locally. The special has different ingredients depending on the location of the restaurant."
Wow. That actually does sound so good. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of food, though.
2 pounds of noodles?
Yeah. Wow.
Ash said, C. And I had the special once at Crane Guild and it was so worth it. Though it ended up being costly because C wouldn't share, so I had to get one for myself too.
Huh.
I'm impressed you finished it, Ash.
Yeah, that was so much noodles.
Ash grinned and said, "I couldn't move afterwards. C had to carry me out of the restaurant. But I'm sure we can." Ash grinned and said, "I couldn't move afterwards. C had to carry me out of the restaurant. But I'm sure we can conquer the special too, brother."
I'm sure you can.
Luthor looked skeptical.
Yeah, well, I understand that. I don't know if I could do it. It sounds really good, but 2 pounds of noodles. 2 pounds. Maybe take one and share it.
The surface of the sun has 4 fire symbols. Is that one really spicy?
Wow, yeah, that must be.
Ash nodded and said, "Surface of the sun is really spicy. I can't handle it. Mega Kick is perfect, but when we ate here, you actually get the Mega Kick without any spicy sauce pretty often because you like how you can taste the salt more in that sauce."
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm ready. How do we Okay, I'm ready. How do we order?
Good question. If there's no, staff or anything.
Ash said, "We can talk to the people working in the kitchen through the figurine." Ash pressed down on the head of the figurine cow and the eyes of the cow lit up.
Oh, that is that is a really cool system as well. There's so many good systems, like with like the fishing and the orbs and like the cow. Like wow.
A cheerful woman's voice said, "Can I take your order?" The mouth of the figurine cow moved up and down as the woman spoke. Ash said, "Hi there. Do you have the special today?" The cow figure said, "I'm afraid we do not have the ingredients to make the special today, but everything else is on the menu." Luthor sighed in relief. Ash's shoulders slumped before saying, "Then I'll have the mega kick, please." The cow replied, "Of course, coming right up. I'll just get the mega kick without any spicy sauce." The cow said, "So we have regular mega kick and one mega kick, no spicy sauce. Is that correct?" Ash said, "Yup. That will be all. Thanks." The cow said, "We'll be out with some waters and our bread, baked fresh every day, for you shortly."
Oh wow, baked fresh? That sounds so nice.
Luthor arched his brow as the figurine of the cow started jumping up and down and doing a little dance and cheer.
Wow.
After the dance and cheer, the cow figurine reset back to its original pose and the eyes dimmed. "I like the convenience of their ordering system."
Yeah.
Ash smiled and said, "That's exactly what you said when you ate a chow mein cow for the first time, brother." System message, "Tell me more about Filato Sanguine." 1 of 5. Can you ask Ash to talk more about A? See? I like hearing the stories. 2 of 5. Come on, Luthor. You have to try Surface of the Sun. As requirement. Required. 350 relationship with young
wow.
Luthor. Come on, Luthor. You have to try Arctic Freeze. Has required. 350.
Okay, the thing is here,
Say nothing. 5 of 5. Required.
Okay, I'd really like to insist that he tries one of these.
Come on, Luthor. You have to try Arctic Freeze.
Okay, I'm actually really wanting to ask him to try one of these, but I'm confused which one. Not confused, I'm conflicted with which one. Cause, like,
Come on.
Surface of the Sun, I really like to see if he can, like, hold up against the spice. And then, like, Arctic Freeze, like, it's noodles. So, like, I wonder what that would taste like.
Required. 300
Oh, what do I want more? I don't know, guys. Oh my word, I really don't know.
Come on.
Why is this one of the hardest choices I've ever made? That's saying a lot, isn't it? Oh,
Come
wow.
on, Luthor. You have to try Surface of the Sun.
I'm more curious about the Arctic ones, but like, I want to see how he takes the spice.
Come on, Luthor.
So like, will he take it? Will he actually like order
Messages.
that?
Responded. Come on,
Like-
Luthor grimaced.
I'm sorry. I'd like to see if you like it.
Ash said, "Is something wrong, brother?"
Yes, something is very wrong. Something is very
My
wrong.
counterpart wants me to try Surface of the Sun.
I'm sorry. I totally want to. I don't want to torture you, right?
Ash blinked and said, "Can your counterpart taste what you're tasting, brother?"
That would be so cool, but no.
Luthor shook his head.
How do you know, though?
"I don't think so.
Well,
My
okay,
counterpart is just making a suggestion."
Yeah, please. I genuinely kind of want them to try it.
Before Ash could respond, Luthor pressed down on the head of the cow figurine. Before Ash could respond, Luthor pressed down on the head of the cow figurine. The cow's eyes lit up.
Wait, he's actually gonna get it. No way, guys. No way he's actually gonna get this.
The cow said, "How can I help you? Is it too late to change my order?" Ash's eyes widened.
I'm sorry in advance, Luthor. I'm sure, I don't know if you'll want to be my friend after this, you know?
The cow said, "It's not too late. Can I change my order from the mega cake no spicy sauce to Surface of the Sun?"
You are brave. I commend your courage. I don't know how you can do that without just, like, I don't know. I don't know how you can
The
do
cow
that.
said, "We have to warn you that Surface of the Sun is the spiciest option we have."
If he faints, okay? If he faints, okay, wait. I'm gonna bet, right? Well, I don't know what I'm gonna bet on this. I'm gonna bet, well, I can't really bet anything, can I? Yeah, I can't really bet. You know what? I'm gonna virtually bet, like 1,000 gold, right? On him just, Okay, he could faint, or he could just be fine with it, or he could just think it's okay. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna think it's actually okay, but I don't know.
Luthor paused.
You know, that's a really random guess for my, but anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry for putting you through this, my friend, but, it's too late. It's too late to change my mind, so.
The cow said, "Understood. One regular mega cake extra spicy and one surface of the sun coming up.
Good luck!
Luthor and Ash watched the cow figurine do the little dance before shutting down. Ash said, I'm surprised you changed your mind about your order, brother.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised you did that.
Ash looked at Luthor and said, you seem to value the opinion of your counterpart a lot.
You might not after this, Luthor. You might not. And, I really don't blame you. I really don't blame you at all, so...
Luthor thought for a moment. Now that I think about it, I don't often ask for someone else's opinion because I know what I want. Ash nodded with a chuckle. Ash said, yup, that's very true. I think it's because I feel like not a lot of people know me. But when my counterpart speaks, I find myself listening more.
I mean, thanks for trusting me. For now, at least.
Ash smiled and said, I'm so happy to hear that you're starting to trust your counterpart. It definitely feels good to have people in this world we know have our backs. I just want to let you know that I always have your back too, brother.
Oh, thank you, Ash, I swear.
Luthor looked at Ash for a moment before nodding. The sound of a cart can be heard.
Wow.
Luthor and Ash turned to see a young woman wearing a colourful apron with the Chow Mein Cow logo printed on it push the serving cart towards their booth. As the server came near, she drew to a halt and stared directly at Luthor. She covered her mouth with one hand and looked flabbergasted. After taking a moment to collect herself, the server approached Luthor and Ash. Her eyes filled with excitement as she looked at Luthor and said, Are you Master Timecrest? Luthor nodded. The server took a deep breath. She said, Holy Muffy, it's such a pleasure to meet you, Master Timecrest. I just started at Chow Mein Cow recently and I was told you come into this location once in a while. I just can't believe you came during my shift. This must be my lucky day. My name is Farah and I'm a huge fan. It's nice to meet you too. Farah covered her mouth with both hands, looking absolutely delighted. Ash looked proudly at Luthor. After a moment, Farah looked over at Ash and said, May I ask who you are? Ash said, Oh, I'm Ash. Luthor is my brother. Nice to meet you, Farah.
Oh, the fact that she didn't know? That's kinda, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not, like, common knowledge that Ash is Luthor's sibling, but, like, still.
Farah nodded and said, Nice to meet you too. And may I say you're really cute, Ash. Let me know if there's anything I can do for either of you to make your visit to Chow Mein Cow as enjoyable as it can be. Ash blushed and said, Thanks, Farah. Farah reached for a basket on her serving cart. She said, Here's our freshly baked bread.
Oh my gosh. Even the bread, just, I don't know, like, all I need to hear is freshly baked, and, like, I'm just like, give me that.
She then started transferring glasses of water from the serving cart to the table.
You'll probably need that for the frickin' spicy noodles I forced you to get.
Luthor eyed the glasses of water multiplying in front of him.
Multiplying? How many glasses of water are they gonna get?
Thank you for all of the water, but I'm not that thirsty. Farah smiled and said, The chef told me that our guests need a lot of water when eating surface of the sun. Luthor took a deep breath as he looked at the 10 glasses of water before him.
How spicy are these noodles? Oh my...
After setting down the waters, Farah put 2 small, metallic boxes on the table.
What are they?
She said, Your food will be out soon, but if there's anything else you need, Master Timecrest, please don't hesitate to call me on the Chow Mein Cow figurine. Farah pushed the serving cart away. Luthor eyed the boxes. Rubbing both hands together, Ash said, I hope I get your figurine, brother. Luthor arched his brow. Ash said, Chow Mein Cow's holding a special promotion. You get a Chow Mein Cow figurine with every meal and they've included rare versions of Chow Mein Cow dressed as the different masters.
Oh, wow.
Ash said, see, and I have been spamming Chow Mein Cow this past month. see, wants his brother's figurine and I want yours. Luthor's eyes lit up for a bit before he shook his head. Do you want my box too? Ash inhaled and said, ellipses, so tempting, but I want to open these together with you. And we have to keep the figurine we get because that's the one that chose us.
Oh, that's actually, like, a nice way to do that. And also, you know, I kind of wish that, you know, McDonald's Happy Meals had that kind of tradition, you know? But instead, you know, you just kind of rip open the bag, you get friggin', I don't know, cards that you, I don't know, do nothing with, and you just leave them scattered around your house until they disappear one day. Yeah.
Okay, then you can have your pick of whichever box you want to open.
Oh, wow.
Ash flashed a big grin and said, Thank you, brother. Ash picked up both boxes and held one in each hand, assessing the weight. Ash shook each box before placing one in front of Luthor and keeping the other. Ash said, Okay, let's go. Luthor and Ash opened up their boxes. Ash said, N-O-O-O-O. I repeat, Ellipsis.
Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Oh, I hate when that happens. No.
Ash took out a cow figurine that held up 2 plates of noodles, one in each hand. Luther took out his figurine. The cow's skinnier and taller than Ash's cow figure, with blonde hair and purple eyes. It's wearing a master's cloak with a wind and earth symbol. The cow was striking a cool pose and holding glowing balls of magic in each hand.
No, he got it. Okay, he got his own figurine, which is cool enough, but like Ash wanted it, and now I feel bad for Ash. Oh, guys.
Ash's eyes widened. Ash said, "No way, brother. You got it. That's your special." Ash said, "No way, brother. You got it. That's your special figure." Luther laughed. "It looks pretty funny. I like it." Ash said, "All figures of the masters have a 1 in 1,000 drop rate. You can sell them for a lot of gold."
Oh, wow.
Luther looked at Ash. Luther looked at Ash. Ash looked longingly at Luther's charming cow figure.
Oh no, I kind of feel bad.
"You should give your figure to Ash. You're not thinking of giving your figure to Ash, are you, Luther? Don't. Can we please keep it? As required. 1,000 relationship. Vertical scroll.
Okay, I can't even pick that. I genuinely can't pick that because at the moment I think I have like 750 relationship. I think.
You should give your figure to Ash.
So
one of 2 response.
I can't even pick to keep it, which I mean I probably wouldn't have either way, but still, you know.
You should give your figure to Ash.
You should. That would be a nice thing to do, but I kind of feel bad for Luther because he probably wants to keep the figure.
Respond. Luther held out the figure to Ash.
Oh my. Okay, instant. Okay, I mean, I guess at least he really does listen to my advice.
Ash looked at it and said, "I can't take it, brother." Ellipsis. "It came out of the box you opened, so it's yours. I've never liked rules."
Wait,
really?
oh, wait,
Luther,
where?
Ash, Luther. Ash looked at it and said, "I can't take it, brother." Ellipsis. "It came out of the box you opened, so it's yours. That's the rule." "I've never liked rules." Ash. "Take it." "I've never liked rules." Ash. "Take it." Ash gulped and said, "Really?"
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Luther looked Ash in the eye.
That is actually such a wholesome scene.
"Really?" Ash paused for one more moment before taking the figure from Luther. Ash held the figure carefully and said, "I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My very own charming cow master figure. At last. And it's you, brother."
Oh my gosh. Okay, I actually, that was so wholesome, guys. Oh my gosh. I actually am really enjoying this part so far. Like, oh my word.
Ash said, "This day is the best."
Oh my
Luther
gosh.
laughed. Ash picked up a piece of bread from the basket and bit into it. Ash said, "Yum, that's buttery. You have to try some of this bread, brother."
Please. Oh my gosh.
Luther picked up the bread and bit into it. The outside of the bread is warm and toasted, but not hard. The inside is soft, chewy, and tastes a bit sweet.
Oh my gosh, guys. It's making me so hungry.
Luther nodded. "Pretty good." Ash said, "Hey, see, is going to be so jealous when he sees this figurine, brother."
Yeah, because you got your brother first. No, I'm now feeling bad because I'm kind of ruining Luther's first Chow Mein Cow experience by making him get super ridiculously spicy noodles.
Ash said, "Maybe I won't show him." Ellipsis. Ash's eyes lit up before saying, "But it's going to be so hard not to show him. I just hope he gets the one of his brother soon."
Yeah.
Luther smiled. Farah returned with a serving cart. She flashed a big smile at both Luther and Ash and said, "Your orders are ready." Farah set down a plate of noodles in front of Luther. Steam rose from the saucy, thick noodles. Luther's noodles are coated in a deep red sauce, while Ash's is coated in a brownish red sauce. The smell of spices is strong and there are several large pieces of meat and vegetables mixed in with the noodles.
Oh my gosh, that's making me so very, extremely, incredibly hungry.
Strange. I'm actually feeling hungry now. The plates of piping hot noodles formed a small wall of steam between the siblings.
Wow.
A bit of drool dripped out of Ash's mouth, which Ash quickly wiped away. Farah said, "Anything else I can't get the both of you for now." Luther and Ash shook their heads. Farah bowed and said, "Please enjoy."
Okay. After the description, right, even though the noodles are covered in like a red sauce, I was genuinely expecting, like, I don't know why, but I was expecting, because they're so incredibly spicy, right, I was expecting Luther's noodles to have, what's it called, to be, like, so spicy that, like, you know, like, your eyes are streaming, basically, like before you even take a bite. Like that's the kind of spiciness I was imagining for some reason.
Luther unwrapped the utensils from the napkin and picked up the wooden fork. He hesitated before digging his fork into the noodles and putting a small amount in his mouth. Luther chewed and swallowed. After a moment, he immediately picked up his glass of water and gulped it down. Wow, that's spicy. It wasn't bad at first, but then it really hits you.
Wow.
Luther picked up another glass of water and started drinking. My mouth is still burning, but it's good.
Is it good? I'm actually really glad that it's good. Like, I was genuinely so worried.
Ash nodded and said, I know. I wish I had a higher tolerance for spicy food. But A.C. loves surface of the sun. He could sit and eat it all day or until he runs out of gold.
No, that's the thing, because, like, say, right, with spicy food, me personally, I can eat, like, an okay amount of it. Like, I can eat an okay amount, but, like, it depends how spicy. Like, if it's really, really spicy, then, like, I can eat it, but, like, only in tiny amounts. So, yeah, I don't know. No, I won my bet, though. I won the bet that, like, Luthor will actually think it's okay. Like, I'm actually proud.
Ash's stomach growled. Luthor looked at Ash's plate of noodles, still full. Why aren't you eating, Ash?
Yeah.
Ash's gaze lowered. Is something wrong, Ash? Ash said, No, it's just that I eat fast and I'm having such a good time with you that I don't want it to end.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Does my future self spend time with you? Ash said, I don't mean it like that. Please don't worry about me. I'm just really enjoying this time with you, brother. Ash picked up the fork and started eating. Luthor looked at Ash eating. I'm having a good time too, Ash. Ash said, You are? Yeah. Ash smiled before continuing to gobble down more noodles. Luthor looked down at his plate of very spicy noodles. He grabbed another glass of water and took a preemptive sip before wrapping his fork around more noodles. Ash finished eating. You do eat fast.
Yeah, how did he eat that entire plate? If that was me, I'd probably just savor it a bit more because, it's noodles. And, noodles are great. But, I mean, I don't blame Ash, though. I genuinely don't.
Ash sighed and said, I know. I think I eat so often with A.C. that I'm beginning to become more like him. Luthor placed the fork inside his mouth, chewed and... Luthor placed the fork inside his mouth, chewed and swallowed. He reached for one more piece of bread and started eating the bread while drinking water. Ash said, Are you okay, brother? The bread helps with the spiciness.
Oh.
Luthor put his fork down. Luthor put his fork down. His plate is still mostly full. This is really good, but I'm going to have to stop here before my tongue burns off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did kind of ruin the experience. I mean, like, I guess at least he liked it, right? But, like, it was too spicy. I don't know. I feel really bad now, guys. Like, I kind of wish I'd picked one of the other options. So.
The siblings leaned back in their seats. Ash said, So full, but so good. Ellipsis. System message. I wish I could be there with you and Ash. Luthor.
Yeah.
One of 3 responses.
I really do.
Sheesh. How much water did you drink, Luthor? I'm kind of sorry now that I suggested you eat something that's spicy. 2 of 3. Say nothing. Sheesh.
I mean, the second one, I don't know. I guess I'll pick the first
I wish I could be
one.
there with you and Ash. Luthor. 1 of 3. Sheesh.
What was the
How much
second
water
one
did you
again?
drink, Luthor? I'm kind of sorry now that I suggested you eat something that's spicy. I wish I could be there with you and Ash. Luthor.
Okay, I feel bad, but you know what? I'm gonna pick the first one because it's very true. I really, really, really do wish that I could be
Messages.
there right now.
A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor.
Because noodles and yes, just
Luthor paused.
my gosh.
He reached in his pocket, pulled out the pocket watch and placed it on the table. Ash glanced from the pocket watch to Luthor. My counterpart wants to be here with us.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Ash smiled and waved at the pocket watch. Ash said, Your counterpart seems friendly. I hope we could all meet one day and eat a chow mein cow together.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Ash said, Uh-oh, I almost forgot. Ash dug into a pocket before digging into another pocket. Then Ash dug into a pocket before digging into another pocket. Then a panicked expression spread across Ash's face.
What?
Are you okay, Ash? Are you okay, Ash? Ash said, I must have dropped the letter that I wrote you.
Oh.
Descriptive help. Ash's shoulders slumped before saying, I was going to hand my recent letter to you since I was coming back home to celebrate your birthday, but I don't know where it went. Ellipses. I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, you're fine. You've been spending a lot of time with him anyway.
You could just tell me what's in the letter, Ash. Ash blushed and said, I can't do that. Why not? Ash said, Well, Ellipsis. I would just feel embarrassed having to see your reaction in real time to the stupid little things I write to you about. Do you have my replies to your previous letters? Do you have my replies to your previous letters? Maybe they'll help me fill in some pieces of my memory. Ash paused before saying, you never wrote me a reply.
Oh no, are you kidding me? That's so sad. Why didn't your future self do that? I'm so confused.
Luthor frowned. That's strange.
Yeah.
I would think that's something my future self would care about doing.
Huh.
Ash said, don't worry about it, brother. I never expected you to reply at all. Ash said, don't worry about it, brother. I never expected you to reply at all. I just enjoy being able to share my life with you, but I was worried that my letters maybe annoyed you.
Oh, Ash, I feel bad now.
The door of the restaurant can be heard opening in the distance. The door of the restaurant can be heard opening in the distance. A crowd came in and sat down inside the restaurant. Ash's shoulder slumped. Ash sighed and said, I have to head back to the guild soon. Ellipsis.
Oh no. Guys, honestly, I think, okay, and I wasn't expecting this at all, but I think that particular, like that scene with Chow Mein Cow and then like the like them walking like to the restaurant, I think that was I honestly think that was the best scene I've read so far. Like I said, I enjoyed that scene so much and I don't even know why, but I really, really did.
Are you excited to see that battle between Head Guildmaster Crane and a rival guild? Ash nodded and said, I am, but I also don't want to leave you. I'm the only one that you told about Alvin.
Oh, guys, Ash is so nice in this timeline, oh my word.
With a lowered gaze, Ash said, I just wish that there was something more I could do for you. Luthor paused. I'd like it if you continued to send me letters, Ash. Ash looked up at Luthor. I need some time to get used to this world by myself. So please go back to the guild, enjoy the battle, and write to me about it. Ash couldn't respond before Farah approached the table. She stepped towards Luthor and bowed. Farah said, She stepped towards Luthor and bowed. Farah said, excuse me, Master Timecrest, if it's not too much trouble, would you be willing to sign your trading card for me? You have my trading card? Farah beamed and said, I was so thrilled when I got it recently. But don't ask how much I spent. It's worth it though. Farah beamed and said, I was so thrilled when I got it recently. But don't ask how much I spent. It's worth it though. I've been keeping it with me for the next chance you came into our restaurant, Master Timecrest. The corner of Luthor's mouth curled up into a smile. Sure, I'll sign it. Farah said, thank you, thank you, thank you. She took out a hard case from her pocket, which she opened to show a shiny card kept securely inside. Farah took out a pen and handed it to Luthor. She said, I bought this pen for this occasion. The ink is supposed to never rub off.
Oh, wow.
Luthor took the pen and signed his name on the card. Farah carefully placed the lid back on the case and put the case into her pocket. She bowed to Luthor again. Farah said, also, this meal is on me.
Oh my, no. Well, that,
Oh, thank you.
Okay. no, I just kind of feel bad because, like, I know she's a fan, but, like, you know, it's probably, I don't know, like, again, it's just because how expensive is the noodle, like, are the noodles? Like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, they just seem like they could be expensive to me because of the fact that, like, you know, the fancy setup and all, but, like, again, this is a completely different world, so I have no clue what's fancy and not there.
Farah eyed the leftovers on Luthor's plate. He said, do you want me to pack up your Surface of the Sun for later, Master Timecrest? Luthor shook his head. Thanks, but I'm done. Farah nodded knowingly as he said, okay. Farah grinned and said, I look forward to your next visit, Master Timecrest, and yours too, Ash. Ash said, thank you so much, Farah. It was nice to meet you. Farah bowed to Luthor once more before leaving. Luthor shook his head. Good thing we got the meal for free because I totally forgot about paying for things.
Oh yeah, because you don't have any gold.
Luthor picked up the menu again, his eyes honing in on the prices. Luthor picked up the menu again, his eyes honing in on the prices.
Yes, we get the prices.
Mega Kick costs 12 gold, Surface of the Sun and Arctic Freeze costs 15 gold each, and Billion Trillion Gate of Cow costs 30 gold.
Wow, that is so cheap. Oh my gosh, that is so cheap considering, like, how good it all sounds. Like, wow.
Back in Jando's quarantine zones, we never had to pay for anything.
Okay, wait. Okay. The thing is, this could actually be expensive. Well, actually, no, but I don't know. Like, it could be more expensive than it's made out because of the fact that we don't know. Like, considering Ash got 50 gold in the Timecrest Guild, but like, for all we know, that could actually be a lot of money, or it could not. I don't know. It's actually hard to judge things like that.
Ash said, I promise to continue writing to you, brother. Luthor blinked. Ash said, Farah came and I didn't get to respond, but if writing letters is what I can do for you, then I'm going to do it. I'll also continue thinking about any big pieces of information you should know about your future self, similar to Ryla's sister, Anjulie.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you so much.
Ash said, oh, and I was going to pay for this meal. Even though it would be nice to get for things, I wouldn't want us to be stuck in a quarantine zone for it. Ash seemed out of breath after spewing out all the words. Ash seemed out of breath after spewing out all the words. Luthor paused and smiled. Thanks, Ash. Luthor picked up the pocket watch from the table and placed it back into his pocket. Luthor and Ash both looked over as they heard an animated, cheery laugh. A table close by had finished placing their order and they were all clapping as the cow danced. One person at the table said, I'm going to miss your laugh, Alina. Can't you stay for a few more days? Alina, beaming with youthful energy, shook her head and said, thank you so much for your hospitality, Nick, but you know me. Alina smiled happily and said, I have to go where the wind takes me. Nick nodded with a laugh. He said, you know what, Alina, I think you're inspiring me to travel the world myself someday. Alina looks delighted, giving a joyful wink. Ash smiled and said, wow, I think Alina is the happiest person I've seen. Her smile is kind of infectious.
Yeah, she sounds very happy.
Luthor smiled too. Yeah, seems to be. Luthor and Ash got up and started walking out of the restaurant. Ash said, seeing that card Farah had of you makes me want to start my own collection, but my gold pouch fears this desire. Luthor chuckled. In the quarantine zone, we didn't have to pay for the card packs, but we had to split the number of packs available to us for shipment between the people who wanted them. The tables are filling up in the restaurant, and the savory aroma of noodles from the orders of other customers filled the air.
Oh.
As Luthor and Ash passed by, the other customers waved and greeted Luthor. Ash said, how does it feel though to have versions of yourself in these card packs now?
Yeah.
Luthor smiled. I looked up to the masters since I was a kid. I would trade stuff I had for more card packs from other kids, so it feels pretty cool to have my own card now. I should try to find my old cards. I should try to find my old cards. I want to see if my future self added anything to that collection. He better have. Ash said, yeah, I wasn't even aware you had a card collection, but I hope you find it because I want to see it.
This is so... okay. 16 years, right? 16 years have passed, but like so much seems different about this Luthor, like this like his future self basically that he can't remember or whatever. Like he got rid of not he got rid of, but he doesn't like show off his card collection anymore. He doesn't write to Ash, like he isn't as like wanting to keep up a relationship with Ash, and like I don't know, it's just weird.
Luthor and Ash exited the restaurant. How are you going to get back to the guild, Ash?
Griffin transport, I'm assuming?
Ash said, I'll take the Griffin transport outside of Lyal. I wish I knew how to teleport you, Ash, and save you all the time and trouble. Ash smiled and said, the Griffin transport is pretty cheap and I like riding Griffins a lot. Luthor's expression relaxed. Riding on a Griffin is pretty fun, especially if you got one that just took a nap and is in a great mood. Ash's eyes widened and said, you use the Griffin transport like me? Before the quarantine happened, I used the Griffin transport a lot. Ash grinned. A moment later, Ash's grin faded as Ash said, are you heading straight to Valder, brother? I'm going to try to remember how to teleport first. If I can go into a trance, it might help my body remember the spells I forgot.
Oh yeah, that could actually help.
Luthor looked around his idyllic surroundings. And the peaceful town of Lyal seems like a good place to clear my head. Ash stood still, looking at the ground. You should head back to the guild, Ash. Ash said, I wish I could stay a few more days.
Oh.
Luthor glanced back into the restaurant and saw Alina with a bright smile on her face as she enjoyed her food. Luthor paused before smiling. Thank you for showing me some happy sides of this life today, Ash. As you can imagine, it means a lot to me. Ash blushed and swallowed hard before saying, I'm so glad, brother, ellipsis.
Oh.
Ash hugged Luthor. Luthor looked down at the top of Ash's head. Ash said, I know you don't like hugs, but I just want you to know that you're not alone. It probably sucks so much right now, but you don't have to fight alone.
Oh, Ash, okay. Ash is so sweet, guys. I genuinely really like Ash in this timeline. Okay, the thing is, I'm not saying that I don't like Ash in our timeline. I'm saying that I like this Ash in a completely like different way. Like this Ash just seems like a really good friend and all, like, you know, someone who could who would listen. The other Ash, like the real original Ash, I don't know what to call Ash at this point, but you know what I mean. Like that Ash, like they're still really like nice and friendly, but like they also have their own really like good qualities, like I don't know, like they seem more like determined or whatever, whereas this Ash is like fully like sweet. So they have like their own qualities and their own like really, like good character traits basically, like their own things that make them who they are. And like I like them both, like basically like equally for different reasons. Like I don't know, like they're just both so nice, I guess. I don't know.
After a long moment, Ash let Luthor go. Ash said, "I hope you remember everything, brother, but even if you never remember, you'll always be my brother. In this life, in the next one, in the one after, I believe we'll always find a way to each other."
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
Ash waved goodbye to Luthor and headed away. Luthor took out the watch from his pocket. "It's just you and me." System message, Luthor.
Just like olden days.
As much as I want you to succeed in your new life. As much as I want you to succeed in your new life, Luthor, what will happen to me if you do? Will we just stop talking to each other? One of four
That is a good question, because like, I mean, I understand if that's what Luthor wants, because like Alvin's on the other side of the pocket watch, but it would just be sad.
Good luck with your trance, Luthor. 2 of 4. Ash is so sweet. 3 of 4
Oh
responses.
yeah, I'm gonna say
I think
that.
it's cool you have your own collector's card, Luthor. 4 of 4
That is cool.
Ash is so sweet.
No, I have to say that Ash is so sweet, because Ash is so sweet.
Ash is so sweet. Clock. Responded. Luthor sighed. Descriptive. Luthor sighed. Ash has been so nice to me and I feel like I've taken Ash's brother away. Luthor sighed again and shook his head.
No, that's the thing, because you haven't taken Ash's brother away. You've become the better version of him. Because like you said, well, not like you said, like Ash said, that brother didn't keep in contact with Ash at all. That brother didn't spend time with Ash at all, from what we saw and from what Ash said. So you're just the better version of like Ash's brother.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay, good luck.
Luthor closed the watch. System message. Connection lost. 5 hours 59 minutes 36. Luthor closed.
Okay. Now, I really hope that he does like regain some of his spells. Like it would probably make his life easier, and like, you know, then he could, you know, teleportation would be helpful, you know, and like, I don't know, like his other spells would like be, I don't know, also helpful, but you know, just nice. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, but I don't know, like I really did enjoy that though. Like I genuinely really did enjoy that, like that whole scene, and like I don't know, like Ash was just so nice. And I don't know, it was, the whole thing was just so nice. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I did, and yeah, we'll just see what happens.
The pocket watch clicked open. Luthor took his hand out of his pocket as his griffin landed in the designated landing area of the Griffin transport station outside of Valder.
Okay, so now we kind of know where some of the time went there as well.
The Valder stable master waved at Luthor and shouted, "Nice to meet you, Master Timecrest. The stable master and Lyal sent me a message to expect you." As the stable master tried to take over the reins from Luthor, the griffin jerked his head away from the attendant and looked back at the sky. The stable master scowled at the griffin and said, "Why in the world would the Lyal stable master let you ride on this griffin?" "I insisted on riding this one. The Lyal stable master told me Rubik is the fastest griffin, but recommended I take one of the other griffins." Luthor petted Rubik and the griffin made a wonky happy face. "He got me here in record time and I had a great flight." The stable master's eyes widened as he said, "Oh, I see. I guess we're lucky Rubik didn't give you any trouble, Master Timecrest. It's not every..." The stable master's eyes widened as he said, "Oh, I see. I guess we're lucky Rubik didn't give you any trouble, Master Timecrest. It's not every day we have a master fly with us and I would hate it if our griffins put any damper on your experience." The stable master tried to get a hold of Rubik's reins again and scowled again as the griffin backed away. He said, "We're actually about to retire Rubik. As you can see, he's not the most obedient."
Oh no, he kind of seems nice though. I kind of feel bad for that griffin.
Luthor looked at the griffin who evaded the stable master's attempts to rein it in while flapping its wings, blowing dust up from the ground at the stable master's face. The stable master coughed and pulled out a remote with a menacing look.
Oh no! No!
Rubik saw the remote and quieted down, finally letting the stable master take control. Rubik saw the remote and quieted down, finally letting the stable master take control. Rubik looked back up at the sky. "I think Rubik just wants to fly." The stable master said, "That's too bad for him because this may be one of his last flights."
Oh no, the poor griffin.
Isn't it good to keep around your fastest griffin?
Yeah.
Rubik's the reason I got from Lyal to Valder a few hours faster. The stable master said, "Believe me, it wasn't an easy decision to retire him. Rubik has the most stamina of all the griffins too, but the griffin transport prides itself on delivering standardized services. If one griffin is better than the rest, people could start requesting the griffin, like you did Master Timecrest." The stable master said, "Of course, we'll do anything we can to satisfy a request from a master, but it'll be a hassle to deal with requests if they're coming from everyone. Plus griffins are competitive and Rubik is making other griffins he's around feel bad about themselves."
Oh, really? Huh.
What happens to retired griffins? The stable master said, "Oh, Rubik will be well taken care of. He'll be sent to a farm owned by the griffin transport where his only job will be to sit on griffin eggs. Eggs can be hatched by any griffin, but it takes a long time. Rubik can even sleep while he's sitting on the egg if he wants."
Okay. That sounds like a nice life and all, but he seems like he just wants to fly, you know? I kind of feel bad for this griffin, guys.
The stable master had a dreamy look on his face as he said, "Eat and sleep. That's a pretty comfy and relaxed life if you ask me."
Not for everyone, maybe.
Rubik lowered his head and sniffed the patch the stable master wore around his belt. The stable master covered the pouch with one hand and said, "No cookie for you, Rubik. Not after you tried to blow dust in my face."
Oh no. No, guys, why do I feel so bad for this poor griffin? No, actually, I know why. Because he's gonna get, retired and all he wants to do is fly and, I don't know, I feel bad.
"I know Rubik got ready with you at the end, but he did do a good job flying me here.
Yes, please, give him the cookie.
I would like to thank him with a cookie." The stable master paused before saying, "Well, I don't want to reward Rubik's bad behavior just now. That makes sense, so I hope you can understand that I also want to reward him for good behavior during my flight. And you did say Rubik is about to be retired, so discouraging him of bad habits doesn't really matter anymore, right?"
Yeah, and I think he definitely deserves it. If he flew you here, there, I don't know, in, record time, and he's retiring, it's just, he deserves that cookie.
The stable master nodded and said, "Oh, why not? I suppose you're right that it won't hurt if Rubik is going to be out of service soon." The stable master reached into his pouch for a cookie and handed it to Luthor. He said, "Just hold your hand still underneath the griffin's beak." Luthor held it up to Rubik. Luthor grinned as Rubik licked the cookie up with his tongue and made a happy wonky face at Luthor.
Oh, that's so cute.
System message. "I take it you didn't learn how to teleport. Am I supposed to think you are the griffin, Luthor? 2 of 5.
What?
I think Rubik deserves another cookie. 3 of 5. We must free Rubik. 4 of 5. Aren't you worried about having the pocket watch open around the Valdorians? Or are you not afraid of losing the watch now? 5 of 5.
You know what? I think
We must free Rubik.
I think we should.
We must free Rubik.
We must free him because, he just doesn't seem the kind of griffin who would like sitting on eggs all day. You know, that might be a nice life for some, but Rubik doesn't seem like that kind of griffin.
We must free Rubik.
So you know what?
We must free Rubik.
We must free Rubik. We must figure out a way to do that because he does not deserve that kind of life.
Responded. Luthor heard your message. Have you ever set any griffin free after they are retired?
Because, you'd think that that's what they do, when they're retired. Sitting on eggs makes sense and all, but,
The stable master shook his head and said, "Oh no, the griffins we have are all domesticated. They don't know how to survive in the wild."
I mean, yeah, but, if you, I don't know, somehow, taught him, or, I don't know, you got, some person to own him, if you gave him to, some person who could, fly, let him fly, and so, I don't know.
He said, "Griffins who have been set free in the past have all had heart failures from the sudden change of environment and lifestyle. If we set them free, that's essentially a death sentence."
Oh my gosh.
"Oh, that's too bad because I think Rubik would enjoy flying instead of sitting on an egg."
He would.
The stable master chuckled and said, "Maybe. But griffins take a lot of resources to maintain and Rubik Hero is a huge debt to the griffin transport. At least he's big. He can probably sit on a lot of eggs at once." The stable master bowed and said, "I hope you will ride with us again soon, Master Timecrest, but I understand if you don't. If I could teleport without having to buy an expensive orb, I surely wouldn't be wasting my time using the griffin transport. Have a good day, Master Timecrest."
I mean, I think using griffins would be fun either way. Teleportation, instantly is fun and all, but, it's nice to just be able to relax and, just chill in, transport as well.
Thanks. Thanks. You too." The stable master started leading Rubik towards one of the surrounding stables. Rubik's shoulders slumped and he dragged his feet as he walked.
Oh, the poor griffin.
Luthor walked towards the exit. He glanced back at Rubik, who was also looking back at Luthor at the same time. Luthor sighed and shook his head.
Oh my gosh. I feel bad.
He took out the pocket watch and murmured, I want to see Rubik free too. But I'm not going to steal a griffin right now, and you heard what the stable master said. He'll die out in the wild. Luthor placed the watch back into his cloak pocket as he exited Valder's Griffin transport station.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I know that, like, he'd die, but, like, still, you know, kind of feel bad. Maybe you could, like, I don't know, somehow train him to live out there, but I don't know. Don't think, the Griffin transport would, do that for you, so you'd probably have to do it yourself, and I don't know if you have enough Griffin experience to do that. So anyway, okay. I think that actually sums up this week's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I actually thought it was, very interesting, let's just say. I really enjoyed going to that, like, to Chamin Cow. Like, it was actually so much fun. Like, obviously I didn't get to actually eat anything, but, like, the character, like, just, like, Luthor and Ash's bond, like, that just, like, that was so, like, nice to watch. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well, and, we'll see what Valder's like next time, I guess, you know, what's going on.